By now, all of you would have known that Kevin Sinclair, third first class fifer, backed up by Brandon King 54, finally coming to the party, and some maturity of at 48 runs not out by the captain Joshua De Silva, and solid defense and brutal hitting by Akeem Jordan carry West Indies A to an exhilarating, exciting, nerve-biting win over Bangladeshi A in the second unofficial test to take a 1-0 lead. Hello everyone and welcome to the birthday edition of the Cricket Forum. Thank you for tuning in. Please slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button. It is free to subscribe and you need to click on the once. Now you would have known the result of the match already. So therefore, there's no need for me to go through the result of the match. There's no need for me to go over the review. But during that match, there were some things that I picked up on the third and fourth day. I would have read a comprehensive review of day 1 and 2. So the first thing that I picked up on the third day, and probably this is the only thing, is that late in the evening on the third day, Mackenzie and Athanaze bowled 5 overs between them when the main pace bowler, the most exciting pace bowler in the series so far, McAllister, did only bowl 7. And I picked up that and I wonder why would Da Silva only bowl McAllister for 7 overs, and yet still he has his 2 part-time bowlers bowling 5 overs. And I did not like that. I really think that McAllister should have bowled. One may reason that the pitch then may be difficult for the pace bowlers, and it was more likely that the spinners would have gotten the wickets. But then, if you don't ask your pace bowler to bowl in those difficult conditions, how are they going to learn? How are they going to know to peg it? How are they going to know to keep a consistent line in that corridor of uncertainty and set a 6-3 field? How is it that the most exciting fast bowler in the series, the man that the Bangladeshi are clearly running from, only bowled 7 overs, and you have the 2 part-time bowlers bowling 5 overs between them? Who would more likely to get the wickets? It must be McAllister. So I was a little disappointed with that. But then, this is what I think happened. I think that Ryan Griffiths, because I think Ryan Griffiths is the coach, have a chat. Have a chat with Da Silva at the end of the day's play. And come the morning of the fourth day's play, McAllister got that ball right away. Although I would have used Jordan and Sinclair to start in the morning, but they bypassed Jordan. And the Bangladeshi starting day 4 with 155 runs lead, lost their last 4 wickets for only 35 runs, as Kevin Sinclair got 2 wickets and McAllister got another 2. So it was a good decision, and it bared out my point that the part-time bowlers should not have been bowling when McAllister have only bowled 7 overs. And I think Ryan Griffiths have a serious discussion then with Joshua Da Silva, and come the morning of the fourth day, he started with McAllister and Kevin Sinclair. Now, with West Indies set 190 to win, and some of us didn't realize that West Indies were 70 for 5. Kurt Mackenzie made 12, Chanda Paul made 22, Reefer made 22, and I need to come back to Reefer. There's something that I need to say about Reefer. Reefer made 22, then Athanaze made 4, Casey Carter made 2, and Sinclair made 4, and West Indies were struggling at 70 for 5 before the skipper, Joshua Da Silva, with a polished 48 not out, and Brandon King coming to the party. Finally, this is his third innings, made in 54 runs to take the team to 146 before King out. When King out, then immediately after King dismissal, Kevin Sinclair also went, and the team was then 150 for 7. And then a little spot of bother. But then Akeem Jordan will make solid defense, as I said, with some brutal hitting. and the captain hitting a 4 and a 6 off the 48 over to carry us home to victory. A 6 followed by a 4 of the 44, I think the 47.4 and then the 47.5 delivers. Were hit for 6 and 4 by the captain, and West Indies won that match by 3 wickets. So it was a delicate match for West Indies at one point. And so it is the next thing that I want to point out here is that Da Silva showed great maturity. And Da Silva did not get out in this match. It says the captain, he made 47 in the first innings, not out, and then in the second innings he made 48 and steered the team to victory. So that was very good. Now the point I want to make about Reefer, and I saw some comments here, so let me take these 3 comments. Very good. Caris 87, I see your comment here. Reefer was supposed to hold this opportunity by the neck and unfortunately wasn't able to do it. The India series going to be his last chance. Good evening, host. Good evening, Caris. Good evening, Meredith. This show should have been from yesterday, but due to connectivity issue, so as you see my background, I'm outside today. Today's a birthday show. Today's a day when you ask me anything, I will talk because Mr. Ray and his nephew, he's probably talking. It's not only me talking today, so maybe Mr. Ray and his nephew is also talking. Good evening to the host, front forum. You're vacant, sure, not in Jamaica. I just say that I just want to thank all of you who have sent me some tokens. I appreciate those tokens, and I'm thank you all for sending me those tokens. So I really appreciate it. They were welcome, and so I'm very happy that you have done this. The champion, welcome to the show. Do you think King might get in as a 12th man versus India? I would not put in King at this time. If you have listened to me over the years, over the months, you'd have realized that I see Brandon King. I have touted Brandon King as the best batsman in the West Indies, but his performances in these last 2 matches, in his 3 innings, except for this 54, which if he did not make this 54, I don't think that he would make the team for the 3rd match. So luckily, good for him. For myself too, I am happy that he made the 54. And if he goes into the 3rd match and he gives us a century, then I will, because he has a good body of work. So all I want to see from King is some form, and I will call for his inclusion in the test team. But right now, he's not in the form that I will call for his inclusion. What King does as a body of work, please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. So the champion, yes, I would call for King if he gives me a century in the 3rd match. If he doesn't, I won't call for him. Then he will be badly out of form. The good thing about this, though, in that in this match, when the team was under pressure at 70 for 5, the 2 most senior batsmen in the team, which are King and Da Silva, they stood up and put on a good 76 runs partnership to take the team closer to victory. So that was good because they are the 2 most senior batsmen in this team, and they stood up and carried the team to closer to victory. We lost 1 wicket at 146 and then another at 150, and we were 150 for 7 after being 70 for 5. So it was good from King, but I would not put him in the test squad right now unless he gives me a century in the 3rd match. Now, the next person I want to talk about is Raymond Reefer. Something is going on that I don't understand. The top 8 batsmen, West Indies batsmen in this series, of the top 8 batsmen, everyone who batted more than once in this series, bat for the West Indies from 1 to 8, and they batted more than once. Every one of them passed 50, except Reefer. Except the superstar, except this great West Indies all-rounder. Everyone else passed 50. Well, everyone else passed 40. So if you take it down a little, everyone else passed 40 except Reefer. He's opening the bowling, he's batting at number 3, and I think Kohli's first test as coach of West Indies team is what he's going to do with Reefer. Because you and I know that Reefer is not a number 3. And if Reefer continues to bat at number 3 for the West Indies, it only shows that Kohli is just a figurehead and his title as head coach is just there. Because I know that Kohli knows that Reefer is not a number 3. Now, I would not drop Reefer for the first test against India because in his last 4 tests, he has scored 3 half centuries, and you cannot drop a man like that. But he's not a number 3. And this great batsman, who should be the best batsman in this team, is the only one that has not yet scored an half century in the top 8 that have batted more than 2 times. The only other person who batted in the top 8 that has not scored half century is Yannick Carrier, who made 14 and he batted in only 1 innings. Every other batsman that bat in the top 8 in this series have scored a half century except Reefer. I would play him in the first test against India, yes, I'd bat him at probably 6. Because certainly it shows in this test, in this unofficial test, in this second innings, he went for 6.33 runs per over after 8 overs. And that is one of the issues why after 9 overs, that is one of the issues why I think that Joshua Da Silva did not want to bowl McAllister, because he did not want to bowl McAllister more overs than his senior bowlers. But then I think Ryan Griffiths got a hold of him and said, yes, you have to bowl McAllister because he's the man that the Bangladeshi are running from. He's the man that the Bangladeshi are afraid of. And that is why we won that match, because Ryan Griffiths got a hold of the situation and instruct Joshua Da Silva who to bowl on that 4th morning. But I'm very, very concerned about Reefer position in the team, because they are building up Reefer to be somebody he's not and somebody he cannot perform at the expectation that we are expecting him to perform. So we're going to watch and see what is going to happen against India when India comes to the West Indies. But clearly, as I said, of all the from 1 to 8 in this series that the West Indies is playing against Bangladesh, the only batsman not to score half century so far is Raymond Reefer, the test number 3 batsman. Isn't that embarrassing? Very embarrassing. I'm happy for Sinclair. I'm happy, and he's showing that he's better than Chase. And I'm saying right here, right now, that Kevin Sinclair should be in the West Indies team ahead of Ruston Chase. It would be criminal if you pick Chase in the West Indies team ahead of Kevin Sinclair. There's no way Chase should be in that West Indies team ahead of Kevin Sinclair. It would be a criminal act, and the person who does it would probably need to face the judge in Jamaica. I got a 50 lot. Lol, the champion. Even I got a 50 lol. Oh, you played some cricket over the weekend. Well done, the champion. Well done. You know, Rafa is the only man who has I got a 50. Thank you all for tuning in. This is the birthday edition of the Cricket Forum. As I said, it's not necessarily the Cricket Forum talking right now, but it's more than likely Mr. Ray and his never, and probably some other persons who are talking. So if there's anything that you had wanted to ask me, maybe you had missed the opportunity to ask me, what do you think of Josh captaincy? I think Josh, all right, I have said it in the very first time that he captained, that there are some things that he did that I did not appreciate. I didn't, but I think Josh is a what do you call it? Is a learning, what do you call it? Process? Is a work in progress. Josh is a work in progress. He's improving and he's listening, because if he did not listen, McAllister would not bowl on that 4th morning. Would have gone for the senior bowlers. He would have gone for Anderson Phillips, and he would have gone for Reefer, right? But he listened, and I think Ryan Griffiths should be given credit. And when a young captain is listening and is learning, it shows that he has a bright future ahead of him. Is he ready right now? No, but he's learning, and the opportunity to captain the A team on this tour is a very good opportunity for him. But sometimes he shows a little favoritism to his friends, especially Anderson Phillips. He bowled Anderson Phillips far too long in a number of the matches. In the 2 matches that Anderson Phillips played, no, Anderson Phillips never played the first match, but in the first innings of this match, he clearly bowled Anderson Phillips too long, because Anderson Phillips was conceding a lot of runs and did not show the class. And I said, Sheldon, I don't know what Anderson Phillips bowled. You see, like, I can tell you that McAllister hit the pitch hard. I can tell you that Akeem Jordan tried to pitch up the ball and swing it. I don't know what Anderson Phillip bowled. I don't know what Raymond Reefer bowled, except that they bowled over the wicket. To me, I would say they're not bowlers. They're not bowlers. Maybe it's Mr. Ray saying that and not me. Maybe Mr. Ray and him never. Reefer is just a utility player that has no, that is Reefer is just a utility player. That's it. He's no Jack Callis. No, he's far, far from Jack Callis. But I don't know why they're pushing him so far. He should not be batting at number 3. As I said, I would bat him at number 6 because he had scored 3 off centuries in his last 4 matches, and you cannot drop a player like that. That is some level of consistency. So still bat him at number 6. But it would be a criminal act if he bats at number 3. And why I want to bat him at number 6, I do not want to play him as a bowler. This series shows that Reefer is not as a good a bowler as we thought that he was. He's not as good as Older. He's not as good as Myers. If Myers is bowling the number of overs that Reefer is bowling, he will be far more effective. So I do not see him as someone who's to play as a bowler batting at number 8. He should bat at number 6, and if he cannot get his game as a batsman at number 6, he should not be in the team. It is as simple as that. No, what no, Buns? What you say, Bobby Buns? No, to tell me what no. Oh, I got it. He's no Jack Callis. I got it, Bobby Buns. So it's as simple as that. Reefer should not be in the team as an all-rounder. This series shows that he cannot bowl. Anderson Phillips need to go and learn to bowl. I don't know what somebody need to tell me what Anderson Phillips is doing with the ball. Clearly, what's his name? Jay McAllister is in my squad for the India series. Jay McAllister and Kirk McKenzie, they are in my squad. I'm not saying that they're in my play 11, but both are in my squad for the India series. I'm saying it here right now and then. Well done, Joshua De Silva, for steering your team to victory. And as I said, it was very good that the 2 most senior batsmen, when the West Indies were 70 for 5, the 2 most senior batsmen in the team carried the team home. I hope you had listened to the coach press conference yesterday, because I did post it on this channel. The entire press conference is in entirety. Yesterday, I wanted to react to the press conference. I wanted to bring it live, but there's a scene that when these things are going on, there tend to be some technical, some connectivity issue with me. I don't know. It just always seems to happen. But I've posted the entire press conference, and I hope you have all of listened to it, and you will all make some comments about what you think. So this has been the birthday edition of the Cricket Forum. And thank you very much for tuning in. Please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. And as I said, I thank all of you for the tokens that you have sent to me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Maybe without those tokens, this birthday would not have been possible. So I thank you all for those tokens. Thank you for your contribution. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sheldon, Philip is returning from injury. He has to be bowled into form. At the same time, if you want the young bowler to last, you can over bowl him. Yes, but I'm just saying that why, if you look in the first inning, Sheldon, Phillips returning from injury, I'll give you that. But why is it that he bowled more over than Jay McAllister, who is the hottest bowler in Bangladesh right now, who everyone is running from? So that was a mistake from Joshua Da Silva to have Phillips and Reefer bowling more than Jay McAllister, who is the hottest prospect in Bangladesh right now, who they are bowling from. So I give you that. He's returning from injury, and it's very good that you saw that he's returning from injury, but then Joshua Da Silva would have bowled him too much then. Thumbs up, Lincoln. Thank you very much, Lincoln, and all the best. So please slash a like on the video, click on that subscribe button, and I'm going to go back now to Mr. J, Mr. Ray, and his nephew and see what they'll do for me. But have a great day. This has been the birthday edition of the Cricket Forum. I hope it is me talking today. I really hope, but I doubt very much that is me talking. One love, and God bless, and take care of yourself all. See you tomorrow. Then maybe it's a Cricket Forum. We'll be talking then. Good evening.